Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Well, my name is Darthula and Bouggess. Have you heard that name before, Bouggess? I thought maybe you might have. There's a scholarship foundation. It's called the Bouggess White Foundation. We give out scholarships every year. Well, my friend Miss Willie White and I established that foundation way, way back. But there are people who still carry on in our name to this very day. Now, I've been dead and gone quite some time, but they still give scholarships every year to high school students who want to go on and advance to higher education. Now, that was our whole idea. I hear tell, though, that one of those students that graduated and got our scholarship went on, like she graduated from Poly High School. And this young lady went on to Cal State Long Beach. She liked music, I hear. And so she studied the viola. She got her bachelor's degree in classical viola performance. The same young lady went on and got her master's degree from Northwestern University. And here's the kicker. She came back to Long Beach and she was coaching Poly High School's orchestra viola section. And she went on, and I hear tell now, right to this very day, she's a teaching artist with the Los Angeles Philharmonic. So it's kind of good to know that something that we started has kept on going all this time. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about me. I was born in 1886 in Fulton, Missouri. Now, if you know anything about United States history, back then, when I was a child going to school, the schools were segregated. And by the time I graduated from high school, my family, we had moved to Kansas City. Now, Kansas City was a good place for me at that time, because that's where I met my husband, George. Now, I wasn't thinking about getting married at that time. I had gone on and got my teaching certificate, and I was a teacher, and so I had obtained a teaching position, and was allowed to teach in those segregated schools. But George changed my mind about being single. Yes, he's buried right here next to me. Well, we decided that at some point when we would come over west, we thought that there would be less segregation when we got here to Long Beach. Well, we got here around 1929, and as you can see, I have not left. Yes, George, I know, huh? Well, anyway, George and I, when we first got here, it was hard for us to find a place to live. So we ended up living with Mexican immigrants to start out with. And now, we get to Long Beach and it's such terrible times because here we go. Bad timing on our part, I guess. The Depression hit. And lo and behold, then an earthquake hit. I'm like, what is going on? I'm from the Midwest. What's an earthquake? Well, the thing leveled the whole city almost. And so, our president at that time, bless his heart, in office 1 week and then this horrible earthquake hits. Well, he had to do some stuff to kind of help us out. And so, the New Deal came along, kind of helped everybody out. And then there were a lot of jobs here in Long Beach, with the war happening. So a lot of jobs happened. A lot more African Americans moved into Long Beach as well. Well, George was very busy. Now, he was a plumber, and he was really good at the work that he did. George ended up being a business owner because he was very good at his job and buildings that he cleaned and worked on. He got so many jobs that he had to hire people. So eventually, we got our own home. And we live, here on California. That's that street up here, right? Yeah. Oh, just a little bit north of 10th Street. But me, I was a very civic-minded person, and I was always involved in different things. Now, the New Deal helped sponsor a study that I did called The Study of Negroes in Long Beach. So I went around to different community groups and talking about the contributions of Negroes. And that was when I met Miss Willie White. That was in the 1950s. And so we established our foundation. And like I said, it's still going on, doing many things today. Well, I meet her in 1956. And lo and behold, we established this foundation and I die in 1959. But anyway, the work still goes on. And I'm proud, very proud of all the things that a lot of the students have done. And George and I celebrated, you know, just having the best life that we could have at that time. Now, I was a teacher, and at that time, you know, teachers, the money wasn't that good. I hear tell that's about the same thing going on now. Yeah, so I got extra work. I became a stenographer. Any of y'all know what that is? Well, I did this thing that's called shorthand. Well, nowadays, everybody, well, you got computers, you know, you just type up real fast on this little computer, and I had my manual typewriter. Worked real good. I mean, even nowadays, you know, we have voice recognition, and, you know, the words can get recorded. But in my day, knowing how to take shorthand made me very valuable. That was in the 1920s. I mean, come on. Now, if I could record your every word and then type it up, I was in demand, so I had my second job. Well, we had a good life. And like I said, we never left Long Beach. And we liked it here. So I want to tell you just, you know, I know what time of year this is, because George and I, we never had a chance to vote. Not at all. It wasn't something that we could even think about. So, you know, just wanted to share it. Since you have that opportunity, please go out and vote. But thank you for coming by and visiting and listening to my story, and I hope you enjoy everyone else's story today.